Okay, and we are live. We are back up and running, it looks like. And the audio does look good, so that's good. Yes, no, maybe so. Don't call me radio, you're back. Did you ever leave, or did you leave? Or did you just get a notification that I went live again? Because if you left, you're gonna break my heart, man. How could you leave me? How dare you? Okay, so let's figure out which ones we're doing. This one and... yeah, that seems right. I'm back. Okay, sorry. I was trying to... Hey, long time no see. What's up, Soap? Notifications, and I've been fighting mosquitoes. What do you mean, been fighting mosquitoes? You got mosquitoes in your house? How are you fighting mosquitoes? I need a cutting board real quick. He's like, back, get away, mosquito. I just think of that episode with Family Guy where those kids got the mosquito net over them, and the mosquito net gets taken away, and they get taken by the mosquitoes, and then, Herbert comes walking by and he goes, buzz, buzz. Which I'm surprised that show has not been canceled for some of the stuff they've said on there. But, I mean, that's what you get for actually having humor. What up, Red Baron? Did you shoot down Snoopy lately, or is he still flying around? And if you don't get that joke, I'm going to be very disappointed, because that's a funny joke. Guns. Well, I can't be on here much longer. It's good to hop on here. Thank you. So, thank you for hopping on here and helping. And again, thank you for being a moderator. Again, helping me out. Yeah, Snoopy's all dead. Not Snoopy. Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up, Crater Low Sky? Is that how you say that? Yeah, that looks right. Have I been to Israel? No, but I do have an Israel-made Galil, and that thing's cool. Which, fun fact, a little history lesson with Coppertop Tactical. The guy who invented the Galil, his name was originally Israeli Baleshnikov. And they had to change his name because obviously, Kalashnikov and Baleshnikov, you can't just have two guys, name the same. But they asked him if he could make them a firearm that shot 5.56 because they wanted to be part of NATO. Well, you got the Galil, and it is a phenomenal firearm. It's got a lot of AR-15, aspect, or M4 aspect, but it also has a lot of AK aspect, obviously. So, charging handle, dust cover, everything. So, really good gun. And also, who doesn't remember, shooting a lot of people or zombies in Call of Duty? I do. That was my favorite gun. I remember seeing that, and I was like, I'm gonna own one of these one day. And then I was a child, and I was like, I'm not gonna own one of these one day because they're expensive. And then I got one. So, really cool. You are so beautiful. Aw, thank you. But hey, I have a wife, and my wife is amazing. But thanks for stopping by, guys. We're doing a little bit of gun talk. Um, Soap was in here, kind of moderating everything. Red Baron, thank you for stopping by again. But yeah, we're just doing a little bit of cooking and talking guns. So, of course, if you guys got questions or any comments or anything you want to put in the chat, go ahead and do so, and I will do my best to answer any question. Or if you just got want to talk about something, I'm always willing to listen. Okay, throw this away real quick. By the way, how is the audio? Is the audio still good? Is it bad? Is it wonderful? Is it crappy? Or is it just right? I need to know. I need to know, doctor. Tell me, is it cancer? Someone's got a joke. Okay, if I'm not laughing at this joke, then it's not a good joke. What we got? It's a nursing joke. Okay, let's see. What's the difference between? Okay, what can't. Okay. It took me a minute to get it, but as soon as I got it, I get it. That is actually a good joke. Okay, season up the tilapia a little bit. By the way, thanks for stopping by in the chat and giving out the support. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, because why not? Who doesn't like a good little gun tuber and, you know, just a little bit of fun here. We try to have a little bit of fun and do a little bit of education too, and obviously we're cooking, so yeah. You know what? Since you still in the chat, because I got a joke for you. If you still in the chat. Okay, we're gonna drop this down in the pan. Shoot. Okay. So, bear with me. Okay. You guys ready? I can't believe I'm doing this one. It's so funny. It's like unbelievably funny. How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it. That was a good one. What's up? What's up? Thanks for stopping by, guys. What's going on? You refuse to pay her? Yes. Can Your Way? That's an interesting name. Oh, that is funny. Oh. So what's going on, guys? What we got going on tonight? What's new in the gun world? What's new in the gun news? Because we got always something new going on. Or heck, if you guys got a question, go ahead and just ask me, because I'm always all ears. Especially when it comes to gun stuff. Always like talking about that stuff. Jack Daniels. But thanks for stopping by, guys, for the 500 subscribers. We hit 500 subscribers, which is amazing. And it's all thanks to you guys, you know, the viewers, the subscribers. Thank you so much, because we're just going to keep going up, and that's the goal. That is the goal. So, and then if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to Don't Call Me Radio, because he's a good guy, and you know, he does amazing gun content too. And who doesn't like good gun content? Because, you know, I like good gun content, and I'm stumbling over my words, okay? I'm sorry, I'm autistic, okay? It just happens. Sometimes you're just born with this thing just called autism, and you can't help yourself. And in my case, I'm pretty sure my father at one point dropped me down the stairs, and that was his excuse to go get the milk and not come back. Nah, no, honestly, he's like, you know what, I'm gonna go in the Marines. And then he never came back. He didn't die, but he did kind of show up with the milk a little bit later on, but it left some scars. What funny thing do you have to show me? Oh, wait, do you want some... Would you like some ice chips?
I got it.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Can you reach? Yeah, you can. It's got a little bit of fish on it. I still need that. Well, I guess I don't need it. Radio, you still in the chat, by the way? If so, if you could tell me how the audio sounds. Does it sound good? Well, there goes that. You can't have anything nice anymore. It's okay. It's a good thing I turned that phone in. Thanks, Radio. By the way, that was my mother. She says hi. Stopping in for a good old dinner. So, but yeah. Okay, so audio's pretty good, so that's amazing. I really do appreciate you stopping by, Radio, and checking out the live stream. If you haven't already, also share it to all your friends. Share it to your mom. Your mom might like this, because, you know, who doesn't like a good little cooking with a ginger? That is true. I think I might have scared Radio off. He might be, you know, sitting there like, don't talk to my mom. That's my mom. You're not allowed to talk to her. I'm gonna beat you up, Ginger. Make sure I'm not missing anything in the chat. Oh, I'm so sorry. Are you a redhead? Are you a redhead? Because if you are, then you're good. You're in the clear. But if not, I'm so sorry. Because I know how much I can be. I'm like, not saying I'm annoying by any means, but I can understand, like, I can be a little much sometimes. But yes, I do sometimes. I do. Dirty blonde. Okay, well, we'll give you a pass on that one. The dirty blonde still kind of counts a little bit. Now, does it change colors and like depending on the season? Mine does that sometimes, because mine will either lighten up or darken. Since it's starting to go into the colder months and everything, this is starting to darken up. Now, in the summer months, I have no control over it. It just starts. Okay, well, we're going to let that cook on that side a little bit longer. And let's check potatoes. Looking good. I can't say, Captain. Dirty Blonde. PSA. Ooh, someone's going live? Or did someone go live? Oh, I got mentioned in a video. That's what that was. Oh, I love when you guys mention me in videos. Not because, you know, it helps me out with subscribers, but it's because I like seeing you guys do that trend, hashtag Coppertop. Really do like that because it's aimed to help you guys out. That's the idea behind it. So as long as you guys are helping each other and supporting each other, because unfortunately there are too many people out there who do not like us because of what we do for the gun community and stuff like that. We gotta kind of stick together, you know. Okay, radio. I'm gonna put up a Q&A thing here. Question. Ask a question. Let's see. Or, almost got it, almost got it. If I can get everything set up. Okay, well, I ran out of space, so we're just gonna put that up. Put that. Can I move that? That's like right in the middle of the screen. Perfect. Okay. Did it pop up? Oh, no, it didn't. Okay, so hold on. As soon as I get this figured out. Oh, you missed it. I did burn myself radio. So that did happen. I know you were talking in the chat earlier. You're like, "Oh, don't burn yourself now." And what I do, I burn myself. Spatula. Already did. Boom, got the Q&A up, so go ahead and answer that question if you guys get an opportunity to. Let's see if I can do this real quick. BAR, that is a good one. That is a good one. By the way, welcome back, Brookside. You kind of left us hanging. Why'd you leave, man? Why'd you leave? We missed you, and just broke my heart, man. Broke my heart. I don't know how I'm going to recover from that, but I don't know. There's about a 20-second delay. I kind of figured with that, especially depending on where you're at, and Wi-Fi and stuff like that. So, yeah. There's a bit of a delay. Ow, son of a... Just burnt myself. DAR, we got a 1911. Sorry, man. Old lady wanted to watch a movie. What movie did you watch in like an hour? No, it's been in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. What did you watch? You know, you could have told her too. I got a great movie to watch, and then just put my live stream up. That would have been funny. That would be really funny. Man, that's a good though. 1911 and a BAR is a good one because a lot of the times those were both of them were sawed up all the way to the Vietnam War. More on the, you know, enemy side in Vietnam, but you know, there was BARs in Vietnam. 20 minutes on that. Let's go ahead and add a little bit of seasoning. I don't know. Okay, it's a movie or show. Chad Powers? Are you talking about Austin Powers? Or is it like an actual TV show? Is it like something completely different? Because if it's Austin Powers, well, it's like a football show. What kind of football show are you watching? Never heard of it. Chad Powers. I'll have to look into that. Okay, wait. Are we talking about like American football, or are we talking about like soccer? I know there's a difference, and sometimes I get a little confused. Some people refer to football as soccer, and then some people refer, football as American football.
Really, yes, if that's good, because I saw it and I was wondering.
What, Chad football?
Yeah, that show.
Well, is the show good or is it bad? It's pretty funny, American football. Oh, well, it's pretty funny. Pretty funny. As long as it's funny. That's all I care about. Pretty funny, pretty funny. I've been looking for a new show to watch, too. I've been trying to find something kind of military. I did watch, what is it called? It's kind of based on the British SAS, Special Forces, in World War II. Crap, what is that called? Absolutely love the show, The Ranch. It's got Sam Elliott in it. If I'm thinking of the same one. 'Cause if it is, love that. Love Sam Elliott too. Great guy, great actor too. What the fuck is almond milk? Show me the turn of an almond. Dude, I better be careful what I say on YouTube before I get in trouble. Yep, Sam Elliott. Yep. Sam Elliott is a very funny actor. Oh, he was also in We Were Soldiers too. That is a good yeah, he's in quite a bit actually. But yeah. Oh, thanks PSP baby. I did get the notification on that. I appreciate that. And thank you for stopping by and watching the live stream a little bit. I really do appreciate that. And I'm so glad to see you posting too, by the way. I know you were kind of like missing in action for a little bit. I'm glad you're back in the swing and posting, and that's really, really good. We missed you. But I do appreciate the shout out. I gotta figure out where to put this now. Maybe right here. Yeah, that will work. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, dude. Thank you for the shout out and the support. Like, for real. Okay, we're gonna turn the heat down. Add a little bit more oil. By the way, if you guys weren't here earlier, we are doing a little bit of cooking and talking guns. So if you guys got any comments or questions or anything, just go ahead and drop them in the chat. And then to answer the question of what we're cooking, we're doing scalloped potatoes and tilapia. So I need a knife to open this now. Would you happen to know where I can find a Tokarev ammo? Tokarev ammo. Where could you find Tokarev ammo? Besides, like Gunbroker and stuff like that. That is a good question. Have you tried looking for like on Gunbroker or anything like that? I know Gunbroker sometimes has some good deals on Tokarev ammo, but also what the heck is it called? Cheaper than dirt or something? It's something like that. I wish HSL had like exotic ammos, but they kind of just do the basic, you know. 7.62. I know they have that. I know they have 5.56, 9mm, 45, 380. You know, just the basic stuff. But the Tokarev, I really want to shoot a Tokarev. Why didn't you get one at 9? I know they have them at 9. Or just get a barrel. Can you do that? Is that a thing? You can swap the barrels over for a few places. Yeah, prices on those are crazy. I used to have a Mosin, and Mosin 7.62x54 has gotten a lot really expensive. Like, insanely expensive. Like I was telling you on your stream the other day, you used to buy crates of Mosins for like $200. Now they're like $1,000. They too much. Too expensive. What's up? What's up? What's up? An RPG? Yes. RPG for sure. RPGs are actually really cool. By the way, thanks for stopping in for the chat and saying hi. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and like. And obviously, you already commented, so you already did one step. So just do the other steps. Boom. Yes. Funny story. I said this the other day on live stream. I was watching some combat footage of Ukraine, and it was kind of like the beginning of the war, and some American expeditionary forces were helping them out. And guy was on top shooting 50, and he looked down, and obviously there's a language barrier because, you know, Ukraine speaks Russian, and obviously Americans English, and he's yelling down. He's like, "Hey, I need 50 cal ammo. Give me 50 cal ammo." And the Ukrainian soldier just gave him an AT-4 rocket launcher, and he's like, "Okay," and obviously shot the AT-4 at the enemy position. And he looked down. He's like, "Okay, now give me rocket ammo, or give me 50 cal ammo. Give me 50 cal ammo." And he hands him another AT-4 rocket launcher. So in hindsight, when shit's hitting the fan, you could always rely on an AT-4 rocket launcher to handle your problems. I looked at it. Okay, yeah, that was talking about ammo stuff earlier. Just want to make sure we were on the same page. Yeah. Ukrainians are crazy. A lot of people.
Here that Ukraine shot down a $10 million helicopter with a $500 drone.
Yeah. But Ukraine, like, people don't realize that Ukrainians are, during the Second World War, a lot of like soldiers were Ukrainians, and a lot of people actually don't know that. And they did a lot of the like majority of the fighting, especially if I remember correctly, Stalingrad is actually based in Ukraine, and a lot of the casualties during the Second World War was from Stalingrad. Like, at one point, a train station switched signs like a total of like 8 times in one day. When you think about it, that's pretty insane. Do I hunt? I've hunted before up in when I was living in Michigan. I haven't hunted down here in the South. I would love to. I've always wanted to hunt boar. I've heard that's interesting and fun. But yeah, it's been a while since I've hunted. Brookside 50 round is running 24. Okay, so don't call me radio. Found you some ammo, Brookside, and that is what's up. Some Tokarev 760. Where'd you find it at? I don't know if you can put links in live stream anymore. I know you used to be able to, but not anymore. I don't think, especially YouTube, since they did a lot of their AI stuff. I don't know if it affected any of you guys, but YouTube had a kind of like a crazy AI system going on where people who had non-copyrighted music were getting strikes because of links, and they the AI system was saying they were a scam link, and that wasn't the case because a lot of these places were like, no, we've been doing this for like the last 15 years. This is not a scam. Luckily, a lot of those YouTubers and like, because I got affected by it too. I got a strike because I already had a warning for something stupid, and got that strike, and I was like, well, I'm gonna be gone for like 2 weeks, and that was not fun. But within like 2 days, I had that problem fixed, so luckily, problem was solved. But still, like, this AI system is getting a little bit of a hand, in my opinion. Gun shops locked and loaded, dozens of places. Okay, so the usual places, pretty much. Oh, my back's hurting. Getting old, guys. Getting old sucks. By the way, thanks for stopping by, Don't Call Me Radio. We got our #1 fan over here, #1 person. I was telling Soap earlier we're gonna do a creator live stream. Don't know when. I know I told you about it a couple days ago on Instagram. Just got to figure out when and what like works for everyone else. So I'm excited for that. That would be fun because we could all just kind of shoot the shit and just talk about gun stuff. If you search gun deals, you might find something interesting. What happens if I search gun deals? Am I going to find something I don't want to see? It's funny. Also, question for you, Don't Call Me. What's your favorite fish? Like, if you had to eat fish, okay, guess the first question is, do you like fish? If you do like fish, what kind of seafood stuff are you? I'm off weekends. Okay, I'm not because I close store. But I could definitely figure something out, especially if it's like weeknights. We could definitely figure something out that way too. I'm hopefully going this Thursday to get some gun content going on. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do yet, so I gotta come up with a list tonight and hopefully figure it out. Because I get my car back, so I'll have all my targets and stuff. I do miss those. Off weekends, which is, I wish I was off weekends. That would be so much fun. But also at the same time, because a lot of my content is filmed at a public range, that's when everyone wants to go to the range. And nothing against anyone, going to a public range or anything, but when you're trying to film, sometimes it can be a pain in the butt. I mean, I guess I could do like a private range, but I also don't have the money for that right now. Like sometimes they're like $300-400. Damn, choking on my own saliva there. But yeah, sometimes they're like stupid expensive. $500 subscribers. I'm so happy about that. You guys are amazing. For real. 500 subscribers. You guys got me there, and it's all thanks to you guys. Like, for real. What did you say? Mine is public, and they go every day, all day. Do they allow nighttime shooting? Because that would be cool. Mine doesn't technically do nighttime shooting, but depending on who's out there. If there's a lot of people, then they're gonna have a problem with it. If it's just like one or two people, it's not a big deal. As long as you know what you're doing. Because our range is funded by the state, so the state kind of like keeps an eye on all that stuff. I really enjoy this live stream stuff. This is a lot of fun. Thanks for telling me to do it. Don't call me radio. 500 subscribers. What's this at? Oh. Closes at 5. Oh, is it like when the sun goes down, or is it like... What's the deal with that? Let me adjust the camera a little bit. Boom. Okay, here's a question for you. Are you indoor range or outdoor range? Ah, city employees. Okay. Currently drying up my fish so it's not so watery. So season sticks to it a lot better. Now, I honestly, though, prefer an outdoor range over an indoor range. Some of them aren't bad, I'll say that. But my biggest pet peeve about indoor ranges is the whole shoot one round and then like one round a second. And I hate that. It's so annoying. Especially if you're trying to train, you're not doing any training that way. Especially in a self-defense shooting situation, are you going to shoot one round and then wait for like a second and hope the guy that you're shooting at, or the person or the target or whatnot you're shooting at, is going to wait? Like, come on. Yeah, I definitely prefer an outdoor range, though. Outdoor ranges over everything. Definitely worth it. Now, are you steel targets or paper targets? Which one do you prefer? Most of the public ranges and even private won't let you use holster. Also, they won't like let you like draw from the holster or anything like that. Yeah, I hate that too. Luckily, ours, like I said, is funded by the state, so there's not like any range officers or anything out there. It's just they trust you enough to make sure you're not doing something stupid. So as long as you're being responsible, but which is why I like that range, because I can draw from the holster and then be able to train that way too. Never done steel yet. Steel, oh dude, shooting steel is so much fun. It's so satisfying. Like, just to hear that ping, 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 that is definitely fun. So, if you ever get the opportunity to shoot steel, do it. You're missing out. Which I do have a video on my channel of steel targets. So if you get the opportunity, check that out, because that is definitely a lot of fun. That was a fun video to make. It's not rated for rifle rounds, but if you want to, you can always do like smaller calibers, and it is a lot of fun. I've been looking at like different companies for I know oven's done. I'm working on it, but I'm looking at different companies for steel targets for thicker ones, because I do want to, you know, train with my rifle with steel. So just haven't found any good ones yet. So ones that are not gonna be, you know, like $300 for steel targets. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some mitts on, because I'm not burning my fingers today. Radio, I think you're the only person in the chat right now. But again, I can't say. I appreciate that though. It's kind of hit or miss with live streams, but you know, it's still a lot of fun. I enjoy it. And I mean, as long as you're having fun, right? Which honestly, this microphone I don't think has a mute button at all. Nope, I don't think so. These are new microphones, so I really do like that. But yeah, I definitely appreciate you stopping by and hanging out. Let me throw that in there real quick. Stretch my back out for a second. This is the pamphlet I need. Double click it. It doesn't have a button on it. This is Rode wireless microphones. I just got these today, so I'm lurking too. Oh, what's up? What's up? Thank you for commenting and stopping by and saying hi. It just tells me there's only 2 people in here, so if there's more than 2 people, go ahead and just say something. Yeah, I don't think this actually has a mute button on it. It's got English, it's got Spanish, it's got German. Quick, radio, what's that say in German? I know it's backwards, but what's that say? By the way, thanks for the support. Is it Boardrit? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. I need a tablet or something so I can have chat open so I can read these comments a little bit better. That would be nice. Yeah, make the chat a lot bigger. That would be nice. I don't think it says anything on how to mute. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do. Oh, there's Polish in here too. Italian. Bonjour, mademoiselle. Parlez-vous français? Dutch, Swedish, Indonesian. Who speaks Indonesian? See, I'm currently using a spare phone, but it's still the same chat size. So, yeah, it's like... it's like... I was gonna say something. Ow, son of a bitch, that popped and burnt me. Yeah, I've been burnt 3 times today on stream. Yeah, for real, it does not say anything how to mute. There's probably a thing online that tells you how to, but it don't matter to me. I almost got these cooked up and finished, but is that what you use a phone for your live stream? Well, not like for your live stream, but you know what I mean. This thing is shooting oil at me. And I'm not having a good time with it. Nice, crisp, golden brown tilapia. Very nice, very nice. But yeah, you were saying you use your phone for your chat stuff? Because that's what I'm doing currently, using the phone to watch the chat so I can read it a little bit better, but guess what's impossible? The chat and reading it. Status for what the heck is that? As camera, laptop, OBS. Okay. Yeah, I need to get, like I said, a tablet would be so much easier, because then I can actually enlarge. Because right now the camera is taking up, like, the screen is taking up most of the live stream, and then the chat is like that big. So yeah, and I don't want to like be the grandpa, like up in the camera and trying to read everything. So that's why I have my phone. That way I can do that with my phone. But yeah, I don't know, struggle bus. How do I want to do this? Spatula or spoon for this? We're gonna go with spatula. What new builds you got going on, by the way, Radio? What you got? You got any new rifle builds or anything you're doing? The potatoes look so good right now. Nice little crisp tint to the top of it. That's how you do it. Oh, I gotta season this fish before I forget. Make sure I'm not gonna get splashed with oil and get burned again. Don't need Radio to have a reason to make fun of me because I got burnt. And I turned into a crispy Coppertop. How's your day, by the way? Is it going good? How's your guys' day? Really good? Bad? It's slow? It's not the best? Been raining all day, or is it sunny, or what's going on? I want to know. Tell me all the details. Ow. Very hot. Okay. That should be done. So I need this plate here. Put that there, and put that there. Okay. Ow. God damn, that hurt. Very hot. Very, very hot. I would not recommend getting burned. It's not fun. Unless you're me and just happens. Okay. Oh, I saw someone, I don't know, I can't remember which company it is. They're making a VZ61 shooting 9mm. That is cool. Shooting a 9mm VZ61. Because they're originally like 32 auto or 32 ACP. Or no, 380 is auto. 32 is like something completely different. But yeah, that's really cool. That is phenomenal, in my opinion. Because if I could find one, guess what? I'm going to be picking up one of those. Because 9mm is definitely a caliber that I shoot all the time. It's definitely something that I enjoy shooting. That is for sure. Because I don't know. I know 22 is fun and all, but between everything, 9mm is just a lot more fun to do drills and stuff with. And to be honest, it's not as expensive. Especially if you go to HSL Ammo and use code SHIP9 to get free shipping on anything over, I think, $100. So plus you can get like ammo for extremely cheap on that website. Boom, got that. I'm currently waiting for this batch to be done, and then we can be good, pretty much. Let me take care of this cutting board real quick. I think I have 7 9mm pistols and 120. Yeah, I have 122 pistol, and it's a East German or West German 22 revolver, and that thing is cool. I do like that. I love my Glock 29 10mm ammunition is about $285. Bought for that's not bad. See, but I've never see. I'm not gonna bash 10mm because I've never shot 10mm. I would love to. I'm always open for different ideas and stuff like that, but I don't know. I feel like if I'm gonna go for a pistol caliber, I'm gonna either do a 9mm or 45 ACP. That's my opinion. But again, I've never, so I don't know the difference between accuracy, recoil, or whatnot. So, or stopping power for that. Like, if you don't mind the Great White, go ahead and put in the comments and let me know what's your opinion on 10mm, because I would love to hear. Hello, my 9mm 200 rounds, 1K. See, that's how I do mine. I buy bulk ammunition and maybe spend $110 for 500 rounds, which is not bad. $110. Although I am trying to build up my 12 gauge shotgun ammo because I do want to do more shotgun stuff. I got a pump action, that Vanilla M4 clone, and then I got a shotgun that's actually really cool. Do like that. But problem is when I shoot that bullpup, it's because I have a beard. Sometimes there's fire that comes out right here. And yeah, I end up like smoking my beard up a little bit. So I'm like, why does it smell like popcorn? Which is odd that, facial hair smells like that. Damn, that's still hot. Okay. Question of the day. We're gonna kind of change up this question. Let me get this Q&A out of here. Or can I not do that? Oh no, I can't. Well, that sucks. Question of the day though. If the world's falling apart and everything, what are you picking? What is your rifle setup and your pistol setup? What are you going, like, ammunition, everything. Tell me what your setup is. I want to know. I want to know what love is. I better be careful. I'm going to get a copyright strike. Don't need that. And of course, I will let you guys know what my setup is. But I just want to know. I want to know what your guys is like. What are you guys going to set up with for, you know, the end of the world situation? Or, you know, I don't know, we get invaded or something. I'm just curious. What we got? We got Don't Call Me Radio. My MK14 5.56 is still carrying my M17. M17, that isn't that like a P320, but the military version? I could be wrong, but if it is, have you had problems with it going off in the holster? Oh, so it is a P320. Man, dude, don't get me wrong. I think the P320 looks really good, but at the same time, it's very concerning with them going off. I'd rather have the, what's the hammer-fired one? If you know which one I'm talking about. But that one. I'd rather have that one. Because that's pretty cool. But, yeah. Fun, fun, fun. Okay, let me read comment right here.
Can I give my answer?
Sure, what's your answer?
My answer is not a gun. My answer is
Sword.
any one of my swords, because eventually you will run out of ammo, and guns are loud, so people will know where you are.
That's why I have a battle axe. Yo, I have unlocked a whole nother chat thing here. Let's go. Okay, 9mm, 300 foot-pounds, 40 cal. Oh, okay, so these are the statistics. Okay. Okay, so it's the P211. Is that the hammer fire one? But that's the newest one that came out. I'm talking about kind of like maybe 90s, early 2000s SIG. But hey, again, thanks Great White for that information, because I actually did not know that information about the 10mm. That's actually pretty cool. I'll have to try it. Before my focus, yeah. It's like it was really popular in a lot of like early video games. H&K had a version of it. But it's in 45. This one is a SIG that's in 9mm. Yeah. See, it might be, but it might be a modern version of it. Because you know how they're always updating. I mean, how many Glocks are there that are pretty much the same thing? So. That jalopy is actually really on par tonight. Slow cooking. Search up Liberty Defense 10mm 60 grain rounds. You'll be amazed. I'm running them. Is it like a self-defense round, or is it a FMJ? But I'll definitely look into that. I really do appreciate that. Oh, what's your guys' opinion on the RIP rounds? Those are pretty cool. I do like those. I haven't done any testing. I want to. Also, I'm gonna get a gummy bear. You know those big, full-size gummy bears? Those like 30 pounds. We're gonna test how bulletproof those are because I've seen something, but I have some rounds that I want to test it with and see how well it actually stops. You know, because the video I saw, they didn't do a whole lot of testing with different rounds. We're gonna try. Self-defense. Okay, so that's awesome though. I do want to try 10mm later. I don't know. It just seems like an odd round, you know. It's like 7.62 Tokarev. That's an odd round. But again, if it works, it works. Trying to flip this without burning myself. Radio's gonna have a whole montage of me just burning myself while I'm cooking, which is gonna be funny. Double tap screen. What happened? Something happened? You missing something here? Anyways, I just bought Browning VAR Mark. Hold on, what? Oh, for the likes. I can't like my own live stream though. It just focuses the camera. Wait, okay, so Great White, is that the modern VAR that Grand Thumb did a video of this, or is it something completely different? Okay, cool. That thing is awesome. Is it only in, you said 3 right? Is it only in 300 Win Mag, or? Oh, he's giving me a like. Well, thank you for giving me a like. Don't call me radio. Which I thought you already liked my stuff. Have you been lying to me this whole time? There's like 6 people in here. There is 6 people in here, and you know I enjoy those 6 people. You know, thanks for stopping by. 6 viewers. I really do appreciate that. And then any of the subscribers, 500 subscribers, guys. We hit 500, which is phenomenal because honestly was not expecting to hit 500 this year. And honestly, our goal was to hit it before November, and we definitely hit it way before November. Who the heck is Luker? Oh, oh, never mind. Do a giveaway for 500. You know, I am working on getting patches. I think I've posted it before on YouTube. It's the kind of like the cartoon drawing that I have where it's the MP5 and it's slapping. And then I just got burnt again. Pretty much just slapping the MP5. I want to do some of those. Trying to find a couple companies to do them. Where I'm not gonna, break the bank, but I'm thinking about getting like 5 patches and then just giving 5 of them away for, 500 subscribers. So working on that. That would be fun. We're gonna do a live on that, and I'll announce it. What day we'll be doing that giveaway. So that would be a lot of fun. So, and then we might do something a little bit different too. Might do something to kind of help out some of the other gun tubers, because I know there's some things that some gun tubers need and some things that they don't have. So, and I have some equipment that I don't use. So as long as it can help someone out, I appreciate that. But yeah, on that BAR thing, god damn it, that burned myself again. But on that BAR, that thing is so cool. Is it only in 300 Win Mag though? Do they have it in 30-06 or? I wonder if they have it in 5.56. That'd be cool. A 5.56 AAR. Hey, I have a joke for you guys. 3 Nazis walked into a bar. Where the heck is your adult supervision? You are my adult supervision. You're supposed to be supervising me. Why aren't you doing your job? Okay, this is almost done, so. Blocker splitter. What you mean by that? I would use my 1897 Winchester 12 gauge trench gun for the trenches and Mark 1 BR 3.6 for World War II. That is good choice. That is a really good choice, actually. I find it funny though that during the First World War, the Germans were complaining, saying that the trench gun was inhumane, and if American soldiers caught with one, we're gonna execute them on the spot. And then the world was like, aren't you guys the one using mustard gas? Yeah, like, come on. You guys are screwing up and you want to hurt us? Like, it makes no sense. It's like if I were to go smack someone in the face and go, you know, he punched me in the face, well, I smacked him in the face. It's like, come on. And then they did it worse later on. Like, hey, who gave him the gas back? Oh, here's another good question. You go back to World War II. It could be the beginning of the war, it could be the middle of the war. But what branch are you guys going to serve in, and what is your job in the military? Me, I think I'd be a pilot. That would be extremely dangerous, but granted, favorite aircraft of all time is P-51 Mustang, and that would be so much fun to fly. Exactly, haha. And the next year they came out with a Browning A5. Yeah, that is a good choice. The, if I'm not mistaken, the 50 cal too was invented around that time frame too, but I don't think it saw service in the First World War. I think it was more towards the, like, Second World Wars when it really saw service. Because we're like, you know what? We're going to put this on everything. You see that Jeep over there that's obviously too small for this? We're going to put a 50 cal on it. That sounds American, though. We just put big things on small things. I thought I picked that up, but it didn't. What time is it out here? It is almost 1 o'clock my time, so it's late. So, yeah, we're doing a little bit of a late night stream, but I'm almost done cooking. So, it's been what, 2 hours since we started, because it started the first stream and then had to restart it and stuff like that. But yeah, it's been going good. It's like 10:57 here in Seattle, Washington. Damn, dude. How is it in Seattle? I've never been. I've been to California. Let me reiterate. Beautiful place. The people I cannot stand. Like I said, it's a very nice place, but I don't know. especially because like I'm a car guy too. I couldn't live in a place where like I have to consistently every year go get my car inspected. I'd be in the Navy as a deck gunner for a battleship. That would be cool. Okay, but don't call me radio. It is the beginning of the Second World War. Are you in Pearl Harbor or are you not Pearl Harbor? Because if you're in Pearl Harbor, just hope you're not on the Arizona. Because that would suck. Now, if you are in Pearl Harbor, I'm trying to think of a ship that survived. California? USS California. Or no. It was the Nevada. I think it was the Nevada that survived. Oh, Midway? That is cool. Have you guys seen that movie? It was like 2018, 2019, Midway. That was a really good movie. It's all good. I live up north in Washington on a big tropic. And that's cool. That is really cool. How's your guys' winters over there? I lived in Michigan for a little bit, and I say a little bit. I lived in Michigan for like 20 years. But yeah, our winters were kind of hit or miss. Mighty Mo, dude. USS Missouri, favorite battleship of all time for sure. We have the USS Alabama in Mobile for a museum ship, and it's also got a submarine from the Second World War II. That's really cool. Get out of here, bug. It's flying all over the place. Those cities would be, yeah. Checked every year, yep. What do you mean checked every year, actually? You guys think we're going to have some type of war? I don't know. With the way everything's been going, especially with the way Russia's been attacking Poland, I hope not, because I would hate to see that happen, but you know, you never know. Stuff like that happens, and it just happens like that. Prefer to say be on the Missouri as a cook. As a cook? Really? Why a cook? I would be a gunner or something. That'd be fun. Just, you know, 16-inch guns. What? Oh, dude, if they would have made the Montana class battleships, those would have been really cool. I don't know if you guys know anything about the Montana class, but the Montana class was the next generation of battleships that was supposed to kind of replace some of the older stuff. It's like a Iowa class, but instead of, you know, 3 turrets, it's got 4 turrets, and it's a lot longer. So definitely wish they would have made one, because that would have been really cool, but they didn't. The USS Iowa was a big battleship too. Yes, that is true. Which, honestly, if you look at the statistics, right? If you look at the Iowas and then look at the battleship Yamato, the Yamato was actually shorter than the Iowa. But in terms of like tonnage and width, the Yamato was bigger and obviously had the biggest guns that's ever been put on a battleship. Which is why when they made the 16-inch gun, it was to kind of combat those bigger ships, because, you know, Germany had the Bismarck and ships like that, and then Japan had the Yamato, the Musashi, even like the Fujo. Those battleships were still kind of harder to take down with 14-inch guns, as we saw with the British. I think it was the Prince of Wales was having difficulties fighting some of the Japanese battleships. I would have liked to be a airborne sniper in World War II. Airborne, that would have been fun. Jumping out of an airplane, and they got what, paid $2 more or something to jump out of an airplane. So that's definitely nice. They had a lot of the 101st Airborne had a lot of the hard combat though, but that's also why they were recommended for pretty much everything. Time and make it out of the military with no battle scars being a cook. Ah, well, yeah, that's fair. That is fair. Unless you're, I was gonna say be a Marine on a ship, but even then, at that point, you're still kind of can get assigned anywhere. But I guess you could get assigned anywhere too as a cook, especially if they go, hey, guess what? You're not a cook anymore. You're going to be on a submarine, which that would be the job I would not want to do, is be on a submarine. Because, fuck that. Because who, like, the fear of not knowing what's underwater is terrifying and to a lot of people. To me, seeing a object coming out from the dark underwater is terrifying. Being underwater and, you know, being death charged, that is definitely a whole nother level of fear. So that's, I'm good on that one. Yeah, so that would definitely be fun though. I will say the aircraft carrier though killed the battleships for sure. Which I really do like doing this live stream and talking about history and stuff to you guys too. And also, like, talking about firearms and stuff like that, history of firearms and everything, which is, it's my tism. You know, I really like that stuff. Battleship Missouri in 1992, famous something. If I was, yeah, Missouri was the last one to be decommissioned, right? Because it was Missouri and New Jersey were in the Gulf War, if I'm not mistaken, which is kind of what them realizing, hey, these ships are no longer the way of military. So always facts too. Yes, it was good. But a little bit of history too. If you guys don't know anything about the Battle of Midway, Battle of Midway was a turning point in the Second World War for the United States. So we were losing pretty much every single battle in the Pacific. Code breakers were trying to figure out what AF was. Japanese were sending back, hey, we're getting ready for battle AF. Couldn't decide. United States, like the homeland, was saying, hey, we're going to be fighting. It's going to be back in the Coral Sea. Pearl Harbor, the code breakers there were like, no, this is going to be somewhere else. So they couldn't figure out where AF was, so they pretty much was like, hey, send out a coded transmission to our bases out in the Pacific saying, hey, just say your water filtration's broken. So they did Midway first. Midway sent back that transmission, hey, our freshwater plant is broken. Well, they intercepted a transmission from the Japanese saying that AF's fresh water was broken. And that's how they figured out where the Battle of Midway is going to be. And that really helped turn the tide because we knew exactly where their ships were going to be at. We knew how many was going to be showing up. And it really helped us because it was pretty much a battle of a 10-2, pretty much. And it really, like, shows how much we came together as a country to help, like, defeat an enemy that was at the time 10 times stronger than us. Like, they had more battleships, they had more aircraft carriers, they had more ships, more planes, more soldiers. At that point in the Battle of Midway was what, 1942, and that helped turn a tide of the war. And it was 3 aircraft carriers, and one of the aircraft carriers too, and I'm kind of getting off topic a little bit, but I always think this topic is really cool. One of the aircraft carriers, I think Lexington was badly damaged at the Battle of Coral Sea. Well, when she was damaged, she went back to Pearl Harbor to get repairs, and Admiral Nimitz, if I'm gonna remember correctly, the names I'm getting some mixed up, but I'm pretty sure it was Nimitz, was like, I need this ship to sail in 48 hours. I don't care if you have to poke holes with, line the holes with plywood or anything. She sails, we need this ship. And she ended up catching up with the rest of the fleet, but again, that ship was sadly lost at the Battle of Midway, but she was still a crucial part of the fight in the Second World War, which is, again, amazing how, hey, we need this thing in like 48 hours. It's going to take us technically 3 weeks, but we're going to get it done as soon as possible. And they got her out, which brings up another point too about the Lexington. A lot of people don't know this. The Lexington also had 2 ships in her name of aircraft carriers. First one obviously sank during the Battle of Midway. The second one was supposed to be named something different, but to kind of honor the ship, they named her Lexington too. And I think it's not the same class of ship, but kind of similar aircraft carrier. They sent her back out, and the Japanese thought, like at the time, that they sank the Lexington, but this new ship comes out and it's the Lexington 2, and they're like, okay, we obviously didn't sink that ship. That ship's unsinkable. And it kind of got the name the unsinkable Lex, which, again, that's mind screwing with the Japanese. I mean, come on, we had our own ice cream ships. Like, that's how the Japanese knew they were losing, is that when they heard that U.S. soldiers had dedicated ships, like Navy ships dedicated to making ice cream, that's how they knew they were screwed, because they're like, well, there goes our logistics. We're screwed. We just lost this war. So that's always cool little facts. Little facts that a lot of people don't know. And it's, man, I sound like the fat electrician over here. It's like the time we turned the planet into a potato gun. That's an interesting story too. I live in Iowa. Okay, Iowa wasn't there in explosion. It was just Iowa during the Gulf War, and many. Yeah, that was a sad thing too. The Iowa turret number 2 or 1. It was either 2 or 1, I think. Gun 3 had a malfunction, and it blew up and killed most of the crew in the turret, which, again, is a sad thing, because you never think that stuff is going to happen. But yeah, we turned the Earth into a potato gun by accident. We sent a manhole cover into space. I don't know if you guys heard that story, but that's a funny one. Trying to clean up a little bit before finishing up dinner, pretty much. By the way, thanks for stopping by, guys. I really do appreciate it. And I just dropped this box. Charles, I really do appreciate your comments and stopping by. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. And obviously, you already commented and liked, so I do appreciate that. But yeah, you guys want to hear how we turned the planet into a potato gun real quick? I can do that before I jump off the stream. I'm still kind of cleaning up a little bit, or I go eat. I can definitely tell that story. Don't call me ready. You still here? Or did you fall asleep? Are you that kid that fell asleep in history class? We got 11 people in here. Let's go. Perfect. Well, the Gulf War too. That's an insane, like, thing in itself. Talk about fighting a country that we thought was a superpower, and then we just go in there and we just completely wipe them out. Okay, claims from 1992, the movie Under Siege. Yeah, with Steven Seagal, which, funny enough, I got a coworker that looks exactly like him. So, but yeah, that's a good movie too. It's got Steven Seagal, and then I can't remember the other guy, but two like Hollywood's biggest actors and for action stuff. But yeah, it's been fun so far. Yeah, if you guys though want me to tell you about how is this microphone still on? Let me make sure. It is. It's almost dead, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to switch microphones. Ooh, come on. I'm so sorry about this, guys. I'm trying to switch the microphone so it doesn't die on me. Boom. Okay, how's the audio? Still good? As long as it's good a little bit. That's all I care about. Because I just switched the microphones. And it's poking right in the weird spot of my neck. I'm not allowed to go. Okay, so microphone's still good. You're not allowed to go sleep. Why? But, okay. In like the 50s or 40s, I'm pretty sure it was the 50s, the United States was in the process of, testing nuclear weapons. Kind of like we didn't know what they did. Like we knew the destructive capabilities of them, but at the same time, we also didn't know what they could do. Like we're testing different things and everything. The government was testing them at one point of, hey, if, say the Russians come to try to nuke us, could we use a nuclear bomb or nuclear type rocket to take out a swarm of bombers coming our way? Because at the time, we didn't have ICBMs or anything like that. So they tested a type of rocket with a nuclear warhead to, take out aircraft. Well, they did so many testing on that, people were complaining about, nuclear radiation, like this is affecting people. Like towns nearby the test facility were like, hey, weird stuff's happening here, like it's affecting us. So the government's like, okay, we're not going to do any tests like in the air anymore. We're not going to do them above ground. We're going to see, hey, if a bomb goes off next to a nuclear bomb, will the fail-safes work enough to be able to go, hey, it's not going to go off? So we're going to test that. So what they did, they go a hole in the ground, put a nuclear bomb down there, put another bomb next to it. So put that down, blew it up, and lo and behold, the nuclear bomb still went off. And, well, now there's a giant crater in the ground. So they're like, okay, we got to figure out what's causing the issue. Why is the bomb going off? Like, why is the fail-safes not working? So what they did is dug another hole, put a nuclear bomb down there, put another bomb down there. This time they put concrete and a 2,000-pound manhole cover on top of it, welded it shut, and then quoted by a scientist, put a high-speed camera next to this, you know, manhole cover because science. I wanted to know what would happen. So, go back, get ready, detonate the bomb. Lo and behold, nuclear bomb still goes off. Well, what happens when, you know, concrete and everything superheats, you know, it blows up, it superheats, turns into gas and everything like that. Well, now they obviously see this did not work because now there's a Roman candle from the earth coming out of this where this manhole cover was supposed to stop this explosion, which obviously didn't because now there's a Roman candle coming out of the earth. So they go down, you know, check the camera and everything. So they're trying to find, you know, what happened to this manhole cover. Did it melt or anything? The camera, I can't remember exactly how many frames a second it takes, but it's like literally taking a picture a second, like, which is a lot of frames per second. If you guys know anything about like filming and stuff like that, or like how cameras and stuff, high-speed cameras work, it's taking a picture pretty much a second. They only captured this manhole cover in 1 frame. Now, they can't estimate how fast this thing actually was going. Like, they can't say how fast this manhole was going. They can only estimate. And the speed this thing had to be going was Mach, like, 20. And if you really think about it, that's extremely fast. Like, Mach 20 is like our fastest, like, fighters and like jets, like, is what, Mach 5? Mach 20 is like extremely fast. So this manhole cover made it from Earth, from the ground, to space in a second. So this thing is now traveling through space, going God knows how fast, and, you know, we just hope that it doesn't, you know, smack a planet and cause a almost extinction level event because of something we did in the 50s. So, yeah, that's how we turned the planet Earth into a potato gun. So, a little bit of history lesson for you guys. Bad Electrician also has a really good video on that one, so definitely check it out. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I'm going to go eat. Again, thank you so much. 500 subscribers. You guys are amazing, and we're just going to keep going up. And again, support all the other gun tubers. I have a lot of them listed on my channel. The hashtag Coppertop trend that I do, a lot of them suggested there too. And just show your support, guys. Like, if you guys want to show support in some way, that's one way you can do it. Again, thank you so much, guys, for 500 subscribers. We're gonna at some point hopefully do a giveaway, and, you know, again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. More gun content coming out. We post every day a new short. So tomorrow about 3 o'clock, and we're having another short dropping, and then long form is about once a month too. We're working on that too. So, but again, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you guys on the next live.